I need this. I forgot my knife. Yo, are we live? Yo! Hello, beautiful people. Wait, okay, so, oh, what? Oh, no, it just shows up like blank initially. Until someone says something, I think. Can you put some in chat? Like, wait, could you scroll down on the bottom left? Yeah, there we go. Could you just say something in chat? I'm curious if it works. Hey, okay, it does work. Hello, everybody. I don't know. Anyone there? Then I feel like there's something I'm forgetting. I guess I should just start building it. Well, I just kicked a box. That's fun. I don't think there's anyone in the audience yet. Oh wait, could you show Insta chat? I don't know why saying Insta chat sounds weird. Yo, hello, beautiful people on Instagram. Send me a free PC, please, dude, if I could. But I know we do giveaways every once in a while. We announce them regularly on the Instagram, but you know, yeah, just almost dropped the $800-ish motherboard here. That would have been bad. And almost spilled my drink. That would have been even worse. How much would a PC like this set me back? A lot. So, I'm not gonna say price, as this is a customer order. And I don't know, I'm a huge privacy guy. So, like, I'm not gonna say how much they spent, but, like, this is a 5090 PC, and for, like, just a PC with a 5090, that's already, like, $5 grand. But this has way more than that, but... Ah, shoot. This is the motherboard where I need a badge. The GPU doesn't come with a badge. Okay, that's fun. I'm gonna have to grab a bag later for this. You always have a goodie bag with all the, stuff that comes with boards and whatnot. So... What? Oh, no, don't worry about it, I'll... What? Oh, yeah, I can take care of it. Have a good one, if you're not... Anyway. What specs? So we got a Z890 Maximus Hero here from Asus with a massive backplate. This thing is very heavy. I don't know how much it weighs, but at least a couple pounds. It has a massive VRM and a lot of cool features. But, and then for the CPU, wait, let's see. I probably should move this stuff over more conveniently. I'll probably do that. Then I got an Intel Core Ultra 285K. 24 core, 5.7 gigahertz. 32 threads, 8 P cores, 16 E cores. I'm pretty sure Zydax has an excellent payment plan for PC. Yeah, I know we do financing to some degree. I'm not super duper sure how it works though. But I remember seeing that on the Zydax website one time. I wanted to get a PC, but I low-key changed my mind because my laptop is pretty good. Yeah, dude, if you're happy with what you have, then yeah, like, just stick with that, you know? Let it ride until you need an upgrade. But if you're having fun with it, that's all that matters. Watching PCs get built is so relaxing. Well, you came to the right place. If you have any tech questions or any questions in general, I am down to answer, depending on the question, of course. How many gigs of RAM did they get here? They got 64 gigs of RAM. And then, let's see. Also, I don't know. So this board is a little weird. Oh wait, no, never mind. It's not this board. Let's see here. Ended up getting storage 1, 2, We got 3 drives. Okay, yeah, this works. Just gotta install this 8 terabytes of storage. Kind of a lot of storage. Y'all hiring. I mean, if you're in the area, I don't know. I know we got some new hires very recently. But, yeah, we're based out of Midvale, Utah. So, I mean, you can apply if you'd like. But I'm not 100% sure. I have an AMD Ryzen 5 7520U, but no GPU. In CS, I get a stable 60 FPS. That's great. And if you ever need it more FPS, I don't know how well it works on iGPUs, but there's a program called Lossless Scaling for $7, and it can seriously help you for performance using like the AI upscaling stuff. It's actually really cool. It's made by an indie dev. It's like NVIDIA's DLSS or whatever, but like, you know, indie dev. Let's see. This is all cool, man, but my ex kind of stole my PC out of spite, so I'm gonna have to wait a long while of saving before I can do anything. I apologize about that, man. I wish you the best in that whole situation. I don't know if that's like a legal action type of sitch, but I wish you the best. That's super unfortunate. What is this PC possibly? What could this PC possibly be for? My guess, I don't know for sure, but if I were to take a very strong guess, it'd be video editing. That's an Intel Core Ultra 285K, which that thing is a monster, very specifically in video editing. Like, it does everything else great too. It's good for gaming and whatnot, but like, in video editing, it is absolutely just a beast, thanks to Intel QuickSync, and just like the way Arrow Lake works, or Arrow Lake. And also has a ton of storage and a 5090 and quite a bit of RAM, so I'd assume that it is a video editing PC. But again, I don't have a crystal ball and couldn't say for sure. But I'm in Clearfield. I think that's a little far away. I don't know. But yeah, I mean, you can chat. But lossless scaling on Steam, right? Yeah, it's $6.99 if I remember properly, and it's pretty neat. I worked with it a little one time, but I don't know. I don't really need it. My PC is already crazy enough as is, and that wouldn't really benefit me very much. But I do have a copy of it because I like supporting those devs. I realized I took off too many peels. I miscounted the drives. Sounds cool. Maybe I'll try it out. Yeah. And help FPS. There's a lot of videos about it from Gamers Nexus and Linus Tech Tips and whatnot. Yeah, it stinks, but what it, that's it. Wow, I can English. That's it. Yeah, it stinks, but it is what it is. Yeah, I wish you the best, man. Let's see. If I can use the proper trash can here. I'm like half awake today. My question is, why choose Zydats over other companies that do pre-builds? So, personally, okay, crazy story. I haven't worked at every pre-built place. But I watch a lot of Gamers Nexus. And, like, he does a lot of pre-built reviews. And the quality control always seems like garbage from the other companies. Not always. There's some pretty good ones. But, like, here working at Zydax, of course I work here. And I'm gonna be biased. But, like, our quality control is just nuts. The amount of checks that the PCs go through to make sure that everything is just right, you know, and is good for the customer. Because, like, one thing we do a lot is, like, we want to sell a PC, not a burden. We just want to ship you a PC that works. Crazy story. And a lot of pre-built companies just don't do that. But again, I don't know. Just our QC is, like, really good stuff. And that's, like, my personal thing is that we just sell peace of mind. But, again, I'm biased. And just look at reviews. And that is why I like Zydats a lot. Is because just our quality control. I've seen it myself, and it's really great stuff. But let's see. 30 minutes north. Maybe I'll check it out. Yeah, if she's rough, man. Just not super sure for hiring, but yeah, feel free to check it out, I guess. And then I forgot where I was at here. The cooler. I probably should install the cooler next for it to do anything. Since 89 euros for lossless scaling, it's a bargain. Indeed, it is. I think that's euros. Like 99% sure that is euros. But I've made stupid mistakes in the past with that sort of thing. Let's see. Well, I've only owned a PC for around 2 years, and I'm not satisfied with my purchase. I'm not unsatisfied with my purchase. But could possibly be looking into a build for my son soon. Yeah, I mean, like, that'll be one nice thing, like, with Xidax that I'd recommend, is, like, if you get someone, I don't know how old your son is, but if he's, like, younger and never really messed with computers before, it's nice to, in my opinion, just set them up with something that just works so that they can learn the fundamentals. So, oh, boy, they didn't bad the hardware on this. Great, I'm gonna have to go around ruffling around for screws now. Yeah, zeros, yeah. Are you ready for RE9? I didn't know they were making Resident Evil 9, that's cool. But, yeah, there are a lot of options out there. Of course, I'll recommend Xidax for your son, but, let's see. Yeah, I didn't know they were making an RE9. That's cool. I just remember all the memes about that one. What was her name? Like Lady Dimitri or something? It wasn't Lady Dimitri. It just all the memes about that when RE8 came out. And I don't know if they're going to utilize the same marketing strategy for meme culture. Because I feel like that certainly gave RE8 a boost in popularity. Shoot, did I forget my snips? Oh, I totally forgot my snips. That's gonna be a pain. I don't know if there's anyone watching the stream from Xidax. Sometimes there is, sometimes there isn't. But I might need to run out and get, snips and put the stream on hold for, like... Actually, I'm very curious how long it would take me. I bet I could do it in 30 seconds if I ran. The only issue, though, is, the door that goes over to my desk area and whatnot is, like, closed, so I have to run around the building, and it's a whole thing. It's really annoying. Dummy mommy, that is true. That is what RE8, RE8 certainly utilized. I have a few fans that died in my Xidax PC. Would you guys send me new ones to replace the old ones? I don't know. I apologize about that. Yeah, no, reach out to support immediately. They'll take care of you. Yeah, I'm sorry about that. That is unfortunate. That is the one thing that does bother me, is, like, QC-wise, like, we can do all the QC in the world, and, like, stress testing and everything, but, like, once it gets out the door, if it just randomly dies, there's not much we can do other than contact support. Like, please do that. But, yeah, I apologize about that, man. That is super unfortunate. A few of them. That's super weird now, if a few of them died. I wonder if it was just a bad batch that we got. Oh boy, and they gave me the wrong mounting hardware. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I might... I don't know who put this cooler kit together, but this was done improperly. Lifetime warranty question mark. I know that I don't know how it works, but I know on the Xidax page, like, it comes default with lifetime labor and 2 years part warranty, if I'm not mistaken. But we do have lifetime labor, if I'm not mistaken. But I don't know, like, how to double check that, or who to talk to about that. So I'm always just kind of in the dark about stuff like that, which is kind of unfortunate. But I know we do lifetime labor into or whatever. Oh boy, yeah, I'm seriously dying. Oh, bruh. If there's anyone watching, please. Anyone from Zydex. Okay, one fan on the back above the graphics card. And the center fan on the top are dead. Yeah, that sounds like we got a bad batch. I am extremely sorry about that. Just please contact support. They'll help you through it. I don't know if we'll send you fans, per se. I feel like they just have you send it in and take care of you, but yeah, that's super unfortunate. Let's see. Take a break, go get your snips, and a bag of any current mounting hardware you might need. Yeah, I probably should. Oh, bruh. I can't. Dude, these streams, I always either forget something all the time. It just happens every time. Okay. Let me take account of everything I might need. You know what? Actually, I'm gonna just unbox everything real fast. And then, you know, just make sure everything is here. Bruh. It was funny, when we first started getting Founders Edition 5090s, like, you'd just rip these off. Just like, the way these unbox is super cool. I don't know if I've taken apart one of these on stream. Normally, you just rip this part off here, but now we have to cut through it. It just doesn't tear right. I'm not sure why. Like, the first week we initially got these, they just tore perfectly, and it was a super fun unboxing. And it still kind of is. I mean, it lost the novelty, but it's probably the most unique graphics card box I've ever worked with. Yeah, so the Founders Edition boxes always just ship like this. And then you open it up. These slide out. Card comes out. The little accessory bag for just the power connector and whatnot. And then this box is also fun. You take this out. And then this. And it opens up and ta-da! 5090 Founders Edition. I love the look of the Founders cards this gen. It's super fun. Or no, they're not necessarily fun, I guess, but they're super just sleek. And also, the entire box that they use for these Founders cards is like made of cardboard and paper, the entire thing, so it's all biodegradable, which I can take some appreciation for. Not just a million pounds of plastic. Okay. And I always kind of feel bad throwing those boxes away, but we have so many and it's like there's not much to do with them. But yeah, 5090 Founders Edition. It feels like an Apple product. Yo, T-Top Strav, good to see you again. And then last thing is this absolutely insane power supply from ASRock with a couple of neat features. One of the features will not be utilized, which is a little unfortunate, but it's kind of for good reason. Hey, it came on Sunday. I'm glad to hear that. Dude, you were waiting a while for that. Dude, how's it been? Yeah, this power supply is nuts. Also, the box is covered in glitter. I don't know if you can really see that. Doesn't really get on my hands too often, but sometimes it does. But yeah, just gonna open it up here. Absolutely massive power supply. Let's see if I can get this out. Oh, come on. This is really in there. It's bonded. The packaging. There we go. Absolutely massive. This thing weighs a ton. It's 1,650 watts with a titanium rating, if I'm not mistaken. Does it not have an 80 plus label? Oh yeah. Yeah, it's 80 plus titanium. Absolutely crazy. Just message support. Hopefully they can hook me up with some help on the dead fans. Yeah, or Dud fans. Yeah, same thing. But you know, yeah, this should help you out. Again, I'm super sorry about that. Okay. Yeah, also, one thing I love about this power supply, I can't really hear that. Yeah, it's just a very chunky switch. It's very fun to flip. It's kind of rare to see this power supply, though. It is just so insane. Just gonna throw these over here for the customer to have later. And then it doesn't have a typical PC power connector because it is so much wattage. It needs its own kind of connector for 1600 watts, 1650. Sorry, but you know, has a 10-year warranty on the power supply. Yeah, this thing is nuts. It's a very cool power supply. Can I have a PC, please? Yeah, just check out, like, follow us on Instagram. We announce whenever we're doing a giveaway pretty regularly, on there. But I don't know if we're doing a giveaway right now. I'm not super educated on that whole thing. Oops, stream died. Wait, is stream actually dead? It looks good on my end. Shoot. No, yeah, the website says it's working. It should be good. It's been running smooth as heck. Idles around 40 Celsius. Highest it hits 85 for 2 seconds because it spikes when launching. Yeah, no. I'm glad to hear it's running so well. That is one thing that I don't like per se about AMD CPUs is they'll always run toasty, no matter what cooler you put them on, because the IHS is just so thick. But 85C is like really good temps for a spike. Someone redeemed hydrate yourself. I don't really have water here, so bottoms up. Hydration. I'm gonna need CPU here. Yes, we back lol. Okay, good. Glad to hear the stream is alive. Yeah. This power supply, by the way, has so many connections for so many connectors. This power supply is crazy. I'm trying to think of how I want to route this. This is going in the case like this. So, I guess I'd want... I guess I'd want the CPU right here. CPU connectors. It's kind of a different case. I don't know if I built with this case on stream before yet. But, PCIe, I'm trying to... There's so many cables, it's hard to look through for what I need. One of these, one of these. And then one PCIe. And that should be all I need. Should, with a very, very big quotations. You know what, actually, I don't even need to zip tie these all together. It's got a really nice bag it comes with, because that's the kind of power supply this is. Man, I wonder if I can just... I probably should just grab a separate bag, which I'll do in a sec here. What's in it besides the BFE PSU and a 5090 Founders Edition? A Z890 Maximus Hero from Asus. 64 gigs of DDR5. I believe 6,000, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, 6,000 meter transfers. 8 terabytes of storage. And water cooler. Oh wait, with the PC came a USB drive. Is that a Windows backup? I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure it is, but I'm not 100% sure. Yeah, beast of a PC for sure. Okay, I'm gonna have to go and grab my snips in a sec here. Then One cool thing too about this power supply, unfortunately it won't necessarily be utilized. It will to some degree. But yeah, it has this little probe here. It's a thermal sensor. So in the off chance the card, the power connector gets a little too toasty, which can sometimes happen, this power supply has a thermal sensor that'll turn off the power supply, which is kind of a cool feature. But the reason it'll only be half utilized here, which it's for a very good reason. Let's see. Customer got sleeving! Make it look pretty. The good thing though, is if it gets hot on the GPU, it'll get hot. Oh wait, no, never mind, I forgot. Oh, okay, so... No, that's not how these work. Never mind. I just have to grab this. Okay. I forgot that the 12-volt high power is a little different. These are from Cable Mod. Super nice cables. I think they're Cable Mod. Yeah, Cable Mod. Can I hook up your place with an AI receptionist? I mean, I don't think we don't really have a receptionist or anything. So I don't know if we really need an AI one. Appreciate the offer though, man. Then I plug this in here. Oh, come on. Wow. And then I guess I'll... Where did I set this? Retie this. So how's everyone been this Friday? I think it's a Friday. Yeah, it's a Friday. I say that every stream. We only stream on Fridays. Every stream I forget if it's a Friday. Every time I say that. And just gotta throw this in here. And one of these. And one. I believe I'll just need the one SATA cable. Okay, sick. That all works there. Just to hook up all the sleeving here. There'll be some time, like the last build I did with sleeving on stream, which was last week. I ended up forgetting that there was sleeving and I had to take a ton of stuff apart. Or not a ton of stuff, but it's certainly a time loss, so I'm gonna just put the sleeving on early now. It's not super often that we have sleeving. I've just been looking for more interesting, fun builds to do on stream, you know? This one's a pretty cool build. So... and grab this. Man, Nightbot is talking a lot today. Guess that's his job. And then this is for PCIe. There we have it. The whole lot of cable power supply all set up here. Busy Nightbot, true. Okay, so I'm gonna set this here so I don't forget that. I am going to need to grab my snips and a badge and what else was it? There's something else. Mounting hardware, that's right. So, green sleeving, huh? Yeah, dude, I love green and black stuff, so I'm curious how this will turn out. It should look pretty, though. Yeah, give me 2 seconds, I'll be right back. Guys, I'm back. Sorry, y'all. Okay, funny story. It's funny, I walked there, alright? I'm like, okay, I need 3 things before I forget. Mounting hardware, snips, and a bag. Then I saw my knife sitting here because I'm just using my pocket knife for stuff. And I'm like, oh yeah, knife. And then I just grabbed my knife and I'm like, okay, got 3 things. And then I forgot the bag. I'm halfway walking back here. I'm like, shoot. I need the bag. So, kind of a product of my own impulsivity. Okay. Just gotta... Well, there goes that. Just gotta pack everything in the goodie bag here. That's one fun thing about these ASUS boards. They come with so much stuff. Like, so many just goodies and trinkets. Dude, this motherboard... Where is it? I just put it in there. It comes with a bottle opener. So... yeah, that's one thing. One very fun thing about these insane high-end ASUS boards. They just come with a ton of stuff. Just gizmos and goodies. Hello there. Hi there. Why though? Why do they come with so much stuff? Because it's... I think that's... You're asking why though. I don't know. It's a very expensive board, and it's a very nice board. Like, the board itself is semi-worth the price. It's, like, high-end, you know, premium as it gets. And, they want to throw in everything they can, I guess. They have an insane VRM. Insane connectivity. High build quality. Comes with a shield on the back for protection while you're building, or general rigidity, and also the power delivery on motherboards. Like, the VRM gets hot, and they have thermal pads on this thing. Like, a PCB, like this PCB here, is just a giant plate of copper, and it gets hot from various things, such as the VRM or the CPU. So having this giant metal plate is a giant heat sink helps. So just this board wants to be overkill in every way. So that's how they end up doing it. Is just throwing a ton of other goodies as well. You know, just to fill out the chart. Yeah, I mean a bottle opener. Yeah. Does that mean you'll need a drink after putting it in? Yeah. No way. Oh, I got gypped! The Ron hardware again! Wow! I didn't even notice they gave me the Ron slide hardware! Wow! I'm gonna have to run back again! This is fun, this is wonderful. Actually, I'm very tempted just to call someone the warehouse. I'm trying to think of whose number I have. I'm so done. Let's see. See if they answer. Yo, I'm on stream right now. Could you do me a huge favor? No. So, I was given the Ron mounting hardware twice. Could you go... So... Could you go to my desk? Do you know where the streaming room is at? Like the hot tub one? The hot tub one, you do know? Not the... Okay, yeah. Yeah, so... You know the generic AIOs, the Xidax ones, like the ones with the slide hardware? Like the ones that slide on? Yeah, just one of those for Intel. Hey, Sickman, I appreciate it a million. Thank you. Hey, okay. That saves me a lot of time. Woo! This is crazy. Yeah, dude, I cannot believe I got the Ron hardware twice. And the bad plate they gave me, this bad plate is for friggin' those Trike screen coolers. I don't know how it ended up here. So, Yeah, well, fun stuff. Okay, so I'm trying to decide what to do now. I do not have enough desk space for this. There's so much stuff already. And then, okay. The case here that we're working with also is, it's almost too big for the Lazy Susan here. Let's get this bad boy out. Ugh. Yeah, this is our Tetradon. So, it's a big case. So, yeah, Zydats, we brand it on our website and everything is the Tetradon. But in the consumer market, it's known as the 011 DXL from Lee & Lee. Engineered with, does it have his name on it? Yeah, Gerbauer. I love Gerbauer. He said, you should check out, if any of y'all like overclocking or anything like that, check out his YouTube channel. He does some pretty cool stuff. He doesn't even do just overclocking stuff anymore. He does a lot of just general cool product reviews. He also runs, I don't know if he's the CEO, I'm pretty sure he is, of Thermal Grizzly. Come on. Yo! Appreciate it. It's the right hardware.
I know, right? It's like I know what I do.
Wow. Thank you.
I stream from random person.
There's random person.
And the blue-haired person that streamed that one time that no one remembers.
Thank you, I appreciate it a million. Woo! But, yeah, no. Gerbauer does a lot of cool stuff. He also runs Thermal Grizzly, which they make a lot of cool stuff for, like, insane thermals. Like, they make liquid metal. They make, like, thermal putties now. They make water blocks for CPUs and GPUs, like direct die, if you know what de-lidding is. Sick. Okay. I guess this is a better time than ever to install the cooler here. I'm gonna move this back. Don't want this case falling off the desk, that'd be bad. So, just gotta slide these on here. Kind of a cool mounting system. Ah. There we go. I'm talking to Elijah for support. Is he a good one or did I get a lemon? I don't think we have lemons here. I don't know. I haven't really interacted with the support people, but I don't think we'd hire lemons. But I don't know why that's so funny to me. It's the term lemon. Only time I remember hearing that is, what was it? Was it Cars 2 where they said that? There's gotta be one lemon in your company somewhere, Lamau. Oh yeah, I mean, for sure. But, I don't know. If there was a lemon, I don't think we'd know that there is a lemon. but I'm pretty sure we would know if there was lemon. Let's see. I'd be surprised if there was a quote lemon here though, because like I can understand like a lot of times, just like when I used to work at Subway or whatever, or like a lot of my friends work at Smith's for something. Like eventually, like running jobs like that, you eventually like run out of shits to give. Like working here, the work environment, at least in my opinion, has been so insanely good. Just, I love working here, so it's like, and I feel like we get treated really well, so I would be shocked if there was someone who just didn't care. But, you know. Who was the one busting your chops last week? Josue? Something like that. Is he a lemon? No, he's not a lemon. He works very hard. He does a lot of video editing stuff. He's a very hard worker. But, no, he's not here today. I think he's out doing something else. But, do you guys take old Zydat's PCs as trade-ins like a car dealership? Well, I don't know for sure. Darn it, I dropped one of the screws. It's not an important screw. Oh, wait, no, never mind. It just went over here. Okay. But yeah, I'm not sure. You can ask our salespeople about that, though. I feel like they'd know if anyone. I hit cabs, damn it. Such a real and true. Were you able to turn? That's funny. Okay, dude, I completely forgot about that until today when I was sitting by the video game cabinets. And yeah, I just completely forgot until like just a couple hours ago. That's so funny that you're back and you mentioned that like now. Yeah, no, I didn't work on that. I've just been side questing, and also generally my memory is terrible for stuff like that. That'd be sick if we could ship our current one in for money off of a new one. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if you're able to like ship it in for like an upgrade. I don't know. But you could probably ask the support people if you want to reach out to support, or just ask one of the salespeople over at Zydats.com. Oh shoot, I put in 2 screws I really didn't need to. Let's see. One right there. And then just move these 2 screws on the right here over to the left. Reason for that, I'll have to show the set here. Well, I did leave tips and instructions on. Oh yeah, the Twitter account. That's right. Okay. Yeah, dude. I'll check that out. My memory is so abominable. I think that's the word. I know words. And then. Okay, so cool thing about this case, it doesn't really work on this GPU, but I like to install it. We don't install it like very often. It's more of a builder personal preference thing, but it just doesn't work on a lot of GPUs, and I I know it doesn't work on this one. However, I want to install it anyway, even if I don't tighten it all the way. But it's a little bracket. It's so cool. I'll have to show this off. So I have it all installed here. I tell my girlfriend that my memory is abysmal. Abysmal is a good word. I'm gonna start using that from now on. Who do you have winning the college football playoff on Monday? I don't know. I know nothing of football and nothing of college. So, stupid joke, but oh, come on. My desk is getting so crowded. Who do I have to blame but myself for making a nightmare on my desk here? There we go. And then this goes right here. Y'all can't even see what I'm doing since it's so small, but cam's a bit far away, which is kind of a thing. I kind of wish it was possible to like set up a body cam of sorts, but a lot of logistical issues. I can't hear anything. Can other? I feel like a lot of people have been responding to stuff I've been saying, so I don't know. I think, unless the audio just died. And I don't know if you can hear this anyway. So if someone in chat could confirm, deny if there's audio issues for Joey Bro 08. Was it difficult for you to get into the Zydats workforce? And yes, I can hear it. Okay, glad you can hear. No, dude. So, I live in Utah. Crazy story. That's where Zydats is based, and that's where I live. Crazy story. And I was applying for jobs, so I got hired the day after high school, or the day after I graduated, and I was applying for jobs everywhere before I graduated, part-time positions and whatnot. I applied for Best Buy a ton of times, because I like to think I'm good at computers. Crazy story! I built like dozens of computers before I ever worked here, and yeah, I could not get a job anywhere. I started applying for, I applied for Smith's even, because a lot of my friends worked there, and they said, oh yeah, I got employed super easy. I could not. I applied to a ton of places, but then one day, like a few days before I graduated, I'm like, you know what? This place here, they do computers, but they said I need a high school degree. So let's apply a couple days before I graduate. And I should say, I got interviewed the day after I graduated. I got hired a couple days after, I think. I can't tell you the exact timeline or anything, but yeah, no, and I am so infinitely lucky to be working here, but it was not difficult for me. But that's my story. Sound is good. Glad to hear sound is good. Where did I... Why can't I keep track of anything? I start talking up my ass and then I just lose track. This stuff honestly doesn't need to be around. One cool thing, it comes with this little Lian Li like metal sticker. So, okay. It's always scary moving this PC. But yeah, this case has this cool little bracket thing. So when you install the GPU, you can flip it on. The only issue though, it's like a bracket to keep it stable and like from any unlucky damage, but it kind of holds onto the fans on these. So I just like to install it like loose, so if the GPU wiggles at all, it won't wiggle too far. But yeah, we don't install it all the time because it just doesn't work on most GPUs. But you know, I just like installing it for no real reason. From the ads and the streams, it looks like the Zydats team is always having fun and is energetic. Yeah, no, like the work environment here is super fun. Well, I mean, it's not like fun like we're partying all the time or anything. We're doing our job like 99% of the time, but it is just very chill. And like, speaking from my experience on Build Crew, I don't know how it is, like, on other positions, but yeah, the way we get treated is very pleasant, in my experience. Then, let's see. But some of the Zydads ads I get on Facebook are wild, Blamau. Whoever thinks of those is a genius. I have not seen our Facebook ads. Yeah, that would be marketing team, which, yeah, those guys are super fun. I worked with them a lot for stream. They're always a good time. They're very clever and funny people, so you can appreciate that. Let's see. It's always fun the way they ship this case, all the cables, like super bizarre places, so I always have to cable manage before I even add cables. And my, oh wait, nope, never mind. Sick. I thought my zip tie broke, but nope, I just pulled it the wrong way. Genius on my part. Okay, that's all good. Go over here. Oh boy, I can already tell. Because all the light is coming from this way. I have no light back here other than a super dim purple light. So I can hardly see what I'm doing. So I'm going to have to use the flashlight on my phone in a bit here. Luckily, I don't need to do anything too detail-oriented right now, so it's all good. Oh yeah, so two things. I don't know if you can really see it. There's a second table right there that we have set up. We're thinking of doing, like, I need suggestions from you guys for this. We're thinking of doing a stream. So we have 2 streams planned. The second one is, like, super exciting. But to talk about the first one first, which the first one is also very exciting, but you'll see about the second. We're thinking of having 2 builders, me and one of the other people from Build Crew, race to build a PC on the second table. And I'm not sure, like, that sounds super fun, and I'm super down to do the stream, but I don't know how to incorporate you guys, chat, because it would just be us 2 builders just, like, sitting there building as fast as possible, focused, and not talking, if we did that bar for bar. So it's like, how do we make it entertaining, you know? I'm just wondering, like, I can't come up with any real good ideas for, like, how to incorporate chat, other than just, like, answering questions a lot while racing, but, you know, just curious if you guys have any idea. No, tell marketing staff, excuse me, the broadcast would be better if we got this wee little guy headband light. Dude, that'd be very funny. That'd be awesome. I'm gonna throw this in the goodie bag. And I think of how I want to do this here. Yay! Let's see. I'm gonna remove this for now. And then install this. Oh god, that should work. How can I get a job building a PC like you do? I don't know if we're hiring right now. I don't know. Someone was asking about hiring. I can't remember if it was you. I think it was someone from Twitch chat, and you're from YouTube chat, so I'm not sure. But just check listings in your area for just pre-built companies, or companies that do pre-builts or whatever. Yeah, I wish you the best of luck. I have to emphasize, I'm so lucky to have this job, because I'm a super hyper enthusiast into PCs. And then this job just happened to be in my area, and I'm just super lucky to have that. You know, because there are not pre-built places everywhere, which is unfortunate. Oh, come on. Need to grab a few screws here. I'm gonna install the power supply first. Okay, now the second idea, or the second stream idea. This one's super exciting. This is more of me advertising it because I want as many people there as possible, because it is going to be super fun. The Hatsune Miku PC from Asus, the Miku case, Miku GPU, Miku motherboard, Miku power supply, Miku cooler, Miku... I can't remember if there's anything else. Yeah, I'm going to be building that on stream here soon, because we got the stuff for it. And I am super excited to be building that on stream. Hatsune Miku PC. And I'm surprised we were able to get all the stuff for it. But, oh boy. This is in a super strange spot. Yeah, this power supply is massive. It's taking up a large portion of the back of the case here. There we go. But, yeah, I am so hyped for any possible Hatsune Miku stream. I need one more head screw. There should be one down here. Heck yeah. Okay, and then there are so many cables I'm going to need to manage. There are so many. This is a lot. It's not even that many, actually. It's just how long they are from the extensions. How the power supply already had super long cables. Yeah. Also, funny note from the thing you said about the headband light. It's kind of a funny issue that we had. I used to stream in a different room from this one, and it just had a mic that was just on the desk, and it always peeved me because chat would always complain about not being able to hear me, and it's because I'd turn my head from that mic because, you know, I'm building, and then voila, the lack of me facing towards this mic leads to not being able to hear me. So I kept begging for a lapel mic, but I never did get one. But now I'm in this room with a very big mic. So I have a question. How should I clean the tempered glass when I clean and dust PC? You can use just any glass cleaner in a microfiber cloth. And it should be all good. Then AIO goes in this one here. Ah, okay. Chesterfield AIO. Okay, so. And then. Let's see. Okay, I didn't know if the glass cleaner would be okay. I wanted to be sure. Yeah. I'm glad you are taking care of that PC. It's a very nice PC, and I'm glad it is being taken care of. Golly gee, Batman, there are so much things to manage here. Well, I may have made a mistake installing the GPU bracket this early. I don't know if I'm gonna... Oh, okay, no, never mind. I probably can reach that. Oh yeah, that's not too bad. It's just a cable under the bracket here. There we go. Just gotta plug in the Type-C. Yeah. Now, let's see. HD audio goes back through here. I do my best to take care of the things I have. I don't have much lol. The PC is by far the nicest thing I own. I'm glad to hear you take care of all the nice stuff. Of all the stuff. So, it's always a good trait to have. That one in there. And then one more. No, okay, never mind. I thought this board didn't have enough connectors for the for this case here, and then I'd have to run again and grab an adapter for this. Plugging in the GPU was fun, lol. The plugs kept splitting apart. Yeah, that's how those PCI powers are. They always do that. It's just how they're designed, the 6+2 connectors. It's funny, those used to be a pain in the ass for me. Along with the front panel headers. But now I just work here, so they're just like second nature. But yeah, those things are a pain in the ass if you don't work with literally dozens of them every day. Plugging in the CPU power here. Wasn't an issue. More funny than frustrating. I am glad to hear that. And then... Come on. There we go. Both CPU power plugs plugged in. What time is it? 3:47. I still got an hour. I'm gonna have to hurry up a little bit though. I got AMD Adrenalin. How much? How can I monitor FPS of games? It used to be Control-Shift-O or something. I don't know. You have to go into the Adrenalin settings. It's a whole thing. I'm not 100% sure. But it's not the worst thing to set up. Altar opens it now. Yeah, that opens the overlay, but then there's like the old on-screen display. But oh, come on. Tables don't want to cooperate. There we go. And I think I'm gonna zip tie right there. I need to learn how to do that well. Yeah, I will say, in my personal experience, monitoring FPS has killed a lot of my enjoyment on occasion, or it's just like, I don't know, or sometimes it's just better to not look at the FPS and just enjoy the game. But monitoring FPS is good for benchmarking though, if you want to check. Wait, are you making the Miku PC? Yes, we are. Are we planning to give it away? No, unfortunately. I wish we could give away more stuff, but it's like, crazy story. This is a company where we have employees. The employees need to eat, and money needs to be made somehow. So we can't just give away everything. As much as I'd love that, but we do giveaways semi-frequently. I can check on the Instagram. I don't want to monitor per se, I just want to see how much FPS the game is getting well. Yeah, can use, I don't know, sometimes the games just have it built in if you look in the settings menu, but I wonder how the name Tetradon came to be. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how the name Zen came to be, or Onami, or Tenrai. All of our cases kind of have these little semi-bizarro names, where it's just like, huh. And then those are just the names. I don't know who comes up with those. I'm very curious now. I'm gonna have to ask around. I feel that, yeah. Dude, I'm very excited to be building the Miku PC though. I'm for sure gonna have to give that the white glove treatment. Like, I don't know when I'm doing that per se, but I'm definitely gonna start that stream hella early. Because I want to give that thing, like, all the time I can for, just absolute perfection. 4 sticks of RAM or fake light sticks? Yeah, we don't have those dummy RGB sticks. It is 4 sticks of RAM. Which I have my opinions about having 4 sticks of RAM, but it does look nice. Let's see. I'm still using my custom-made Zydax from 2017. Upgraded GPU ever. Still going strong to this day. I'm happy to hear that, man. I'm glad to see people still using their hardware. There's nothing wrong with it, but some people just like upgrade every year to like the most high-end possible. And it's like, I'm glad that they can afford that. And I'm happy for them, but man, do you really need a 4090 upgraded to a 5090? Or like the equivalent every year? But I don't know. I don't really game at high resolution, so I don't really need to worry about that, I guess. Like having those insane settings, but I guess some people do. I wonder why 2x32 is more popular than 4x16. So 2x32... So, like, it's just, you can get more performance with XMP and whatnot if you, run with, just 2 sticks of RAM. Also, if you just have 2 of the slots filled, then it's like, if you have 2 32s, then you can add 2 more 32s in the future if you need 128 gigs of RAM instead of 64. So I'm happy with high settings. I don't need ultra/matte. Same here. Let's see. Some motherboards have 2, some have 4. Yeah, dude. Okay. So some of my favorite boards of all time have 2 slots. Like, but they're such insane expensive boards. Well, some of them. So I'll never be able to afford those boards. But like, look up the, let's see, what's the modern one? The Z890 Tachyon Ice from Gigabyte. That's an insane board, 2 slots. If you have just 2 slots, that helps with memory overclocking for like getting world records and insane memory overclocks. And then there's also we do, okay, these cables do not want a zip tie. This is going to drive me insane. Sorry, let's see. But yeah, 2 DIMMs is better for overclocking. There's like the one I just mentioned, Z890 Tachyon. There's also like the Z890 Taichi OCF from ASRock, the Z890 Apex from Asus, along with the X870E Apex from Asus. There's also the AMD versions for the other 2 boards I mentioned before, but the Apex from AMD or from AMD to Intel is very different, so that's why I mention it. Oh, did we? Okay, Zydat's brand RAM. Sometimes we have Patriot, sometimes we have G-Skill. I don't know, it just changes. Sometimes we have Micron, but you know, Micron, they're shutting down their consumer stuff. So, I don't know, it just depends. Because memory stuff is so weird right now that we really don't have a consistent vendor. Yeah, the Asus X870 Prime has 4 slots. Almost all boards in the ATX form factor like that one all have 4 slots, except for the extreme memory overclocking boards, such as the ones I mentioned a moment ago. There's also the Z890 Unify from MSI that has only 2 slots, also great for memory overclocking. Which, yeah. Come on, please, zip tie. Yes, okay. It doesn't help that I have no light. I probably should get a light. How picky are motherboards about different brands of RAM being used? Not at all. You can use any different brand of RAM you want. The issue is mixing memory speeds and cache latencies and timings. So just check that the megahertz or whatever are the same in terms of the XMP profile, or check and check all the timings are the same or similar or whatever, you know. It's the only thing that matters. But if that doesn't work, in terms of like you can't find the exact same RAM, you can just buy faster RAM with tighter timings or whatever and better megahertz, and then just downclock it to the RAM you currently have. And that should all work out. But with 4 sticks of RAM, it's kind of hard to run high-speed stuff. If I need 2 gig Ethernet, would I need to upgrade my PC Ethernet port to handle it? Or is that not a factor? It depends. Your motherboard, I don't know what motherboard you have. Like this motherboard here has a 5 gig and a 2.5 gig Ethernet port here. But I don't know what you have. If you don't have 2 or 5 gig Ethernet, then you can upgrade it using what's called a NIC. There's some on Amazon. Yeah, just an NIC network add-in card. And yeah, you can use that. Can any MOBO handle any megahertz RAM? Let's say I upgraded to 6000. Would the motherboard have issues? No, it wouldn't. Your board, let's say. So that's the thing with AMD. AMD runs into issues with high-speed RAM because the CPU's memory controller can't handle super duper high consistently. Like 6000 is generally really consistent, but then going up to like 6400 it can be a little spotty. Sometimes you can get away with it. There are ways to run like 8000 megahertz or whatever on AMD, but you just kind of have to know what you're doing with like setting U clock is equal to half of mem clock. But I don't really recommend doing that. But no, your motherboard can, I think the QVL on the S870 Prime, like that board can handle like 8800 mega transfers before it has issues, so yeah, you should be fine in terms of that. But AMD typically, like Intel can handle insanely high memory speeds compared to AMD. But what you can do, man, I just forgot what I was saying. Oh yeah, for AMD, It's better to focus on the cast latency sometimes. Like, generally what's, like, optimal for AMD is 6,000 megahertz CL30. So, but honestly, like, RAM doesn't make a huge difference. Like, it makes a difference, but it's not, like, a life-changing huge difference, and I don't think you really should upgrade your RAM speed, per se, unless you need just more capacity. Like, if you're doing an initial build, then I would say it is worth it to invest in some good RAM, but the only reason I like memory overclocking in the first place, like, personally, like, I don't think it has a very big performance difference, but I just like doing memory overclocking because there's so many buttons and knobs to turn, so it's just a lot of fun. Oh, didn't notice you redeemed Hydrate Yourself. Bottoms up, I don't have water. Yeah, this case is so massive, it's just covering me except for my head. It's hilarious. Okay. Now I just gotta deal with the many fans here. There are 10 total fans in this build, so that's a lot of fans. It's strange that this case is so massive. Can only fit like 10 fans. Or not like only. 10 fans is a lot, but it's just like a lot of our smaller cases can support 10 fans as well. But honestly, you don't really need more than that, and also just the case is so big that the it's kind of hard to thermally saturate it anyway, so. And Nightbot be advertising. 10 fans is what mine has, lol. Yeah, the Tenrai has 10. Fun thing. If you want to count your GPU, you have 13 fans. And then your water cooler, I don't know if you know this, you have the Triton cooler, if I'm not mistaken. Under the screen, it has a fan. If you want to, you can take your side panel off. You can't take the screen all the way off because we have it cable managed. But you can pull on the screen a little bit and see it's magnetic. And under that magnetic screen, you know, there's another fan under there for cooling the VRM in the motherboard. So your build has 14 total fans, 15 if you want to count the power supply. So. Oh damn, I didn't know that. Yeah, no, it's a super cool semi-hidden feature. Those Triton coolers are awfully neat. No, that's a lot of fans. This is true. Yeah, this build here has 13 fans, including the GPU, and power supply. There's some motherboards like the X870E Taichi from ASRock that comes with a fan on the motherboard, like inside. You can't see it, but it's inside the VRM heatsink area. It's just funny, some motherboards just come with fans. So many fans everywhere nowadays. So many fans, so many screens. It's good for cooling though. More fans is more better a lot of the time. Okay. Put those in there. Then I cannot wait for the weekend. I don't know about you guys. Weekend's gonna be fun though. RGB. It's cool. This case has a RGB strip here. I don't know if I'll power the PC on and show it off, but and then so much table. I'm trying to decide here how I want to go about this next step. Almost forgot the peel for the GPU here. It's kind of strange that not the GPU, the power supply. Oh, says Frost Monkey? I don't know how, Frost Z Monkey? Oh, what? I'm curious. Let's see. Gotta install. I'm gonna install the GPU here. Normally I install the GPU a little later on, but I'm gonna want to wire all the stuff before I wire fans anyway. Wiring fans is the bane of my existence. It's the one thing I dislike about building PCs is just cable managing fans specifically. My new PC, when are you sending that to me? Also, it's just Frost Monkey. The Z is silent. Okay. But, yeah, I always do the absolute worst of butchering usernames. I don't know which PC is yours, and I don't know when we're sending it to you. We always try to ship out as soon as possible, but random stuff can happen. If you got, like, a custom order. Because, you know, we'll put it in for burn-in on the night, or over the night. We do stress testing to make sure everything's stable. And we do, I think it's a 13-hour test. Oh, the one you're currently building, it looks nice. Yeah, this one is a customer's order. So, but I don't know how long it takes us to ship sometimes. It shouldn't take this one too long. Sorry, I missed it. Who's the custom wiring from? Yeah, these cables are extensions from Cable Mod. And yeah, they're pretty nice. At least in my opinion. We have all sorts of different colors on the Zydat's website. Oh, not mine. Yeah. I wish this PC was mine too, brother. This thing's insane. Let's see. It took from Wednesday to Sunday in the East Coast. Oh, so yeah, that didn't take too long. Oh yeah, I forgot this case is a little bizarro. You don't use screws to install the GPU. It's just what you do, but why is it not wanting to go in? Oh, that's why. Ah, come on. I have no light. Where's my phone? Ah, come on. There we go, finally. Woo! Thanks, let's see. Yeah, it's kind of nice though that they're just extensions, so you can add them to any power supply. As long as you have the power supply cables. But, you know. But I forgot what I was saying. Back to the, like, when we ship a PC, we always try to do it as soon as possible for customer orders, but, like, we do burn-in stress testing for, like, 13 hours. So a lot of it goes over to the night. So sometimes stuff can happen and then the build gets delayed because, oh, turns out the CPU threw an error, so we have to swap out the CPU. Or sometimes the GPU throws an error. So we just want to make sure it's shipped out with properly functioning stuff. Go. And then always routing this cable is a little strange. NVIDIA put their power connector in a very strange, unconventional way. And it's like, one of the weird things though, like this lights up and it looks nice. But then why did they put the connector here? Because it's like implied you're supposed to wrap the connector around, but then it blocks the illuminating part. And also, just shipping the connector like in that sideways way is just kind of a strange cable management thing, and some people don't like it and it's very divisive, so we just do this, and it's just weird that NVIDIA decided to do it this way. It also tends to sag over time if you put it over the side, like NVIDIA semi intends. It's the one part I don't like about the Founders card. Everything else about this card is beautiful though. Especially the engineering. Oh my god. The amount of cool just engineering that went into thermal, you know, engineering, thermal engineering is... Like, there's a video on Gamers Nexus where they talk to one of the NVIDIA engineers. Like, just all the insane stuff that went into this card. There we go. This is clearly... I'm sorry your PC took so long to give to me. Compensation for waiting. So nice to go so high-end as a gift. Yeah, yours was a bit of a different situation, though. Yours we stress tested, and it was fine. It was just giveaway, not semi-paperwork, I guess. It wasn't really paperwork, but just delays with giveaways. But I love how the Founders cards look. Me too, dude. I love these things. They look very pretty. Okay. Yeah, I know, I'm just messing around. Okay. I'm just very, weirdly direct, and then I just have, like, semi-sarcasm just go over my head immediately. Let's see. Gotta route this cable through here, always fun. I love fan management. Woo! And then let's see. Management. I'm gonna be saying that from now on. Okay. Always need to tie my shoelaces. I don't know if it's the laces or what's up. Shoelaces never stay tied. There we go. Let's see. It's like I'm not even walking around and they just become untied. Maybe it's a problem with me. Just gotta reevaluate my shoe tying decisions. And then anyone got any TED support questions? Normally, chat has like quite a few TED support questions every once in a while. I haven't seen one today, I don't think, unless my memory is failing me, which it very well could be. My memory is indeed abysmal, to quote a chatter from earlier. PC giveaway? Yeah, if you follow us on Instagram, we always announce the PC giveaways there. I wish I just knew off the top of my head what giveaways are going on, but I don't use Instagram. Short story, I downloaded Instagram, found out about Reels, and yeah, Reels are an evil place. They will turn hours of your life into nothing, just evaporate time. It's insane. So I uninstalled Instagram, so all my time didn't fall into the funny short form content black hole. Did the person choose green? Oh yeah. You can custom order what colors you want, but oh yeah, I guess the company color is green. I don't have Instagram. Oh, I'm sorry about that. I don't know if we announce it on other platforms. If you have Twitter, I guess. But I feel like if you don't have Instagram, you probably don't have Twitter. Yeah, I have it installed still. I just don't use it. Let me check if there's anything I see right now. I haven't heard about any giveaways. Let's see. How do I check? Oh, view profile. No, don't record me, Instagram. I don't want to record a meme right now. Yeah, I don't really see anything. Yeah, I don't think we're doing a giveaway right now, but I could be mistaken. Actually, you know what? I think there is a way. I can't remember for sure. Just in chat, put ! giveaway, and it should say, I think. I got a Twitter law. My only social media is Twitter. Okay. That is good. You can check there. I think. Oh, come on! I don't really have good room to reach. There we go. Stay tuned. We're giving away a bunch of prizes. Maybe a PC or two. All you have to do is be present. I don't know. I've never seen Nightbot say that before. Or... Oh, okay, wait, never mind. Okay, that means that there might not be a giveaway. I don't know. Stay tuned. I don't know why it says that. I pretty much run the stream entirely here. At least right now, there's no one else in the room. So, what you got cooking? I don't know. I don't think there's anything. I think it just says that. Cause like, engagement, I guess. But I don't think there's a giveaway going on at the moment. But Nightbot is very funny for advertising. Be a company man and run one yourself. I wish. I don't have the authority, unfortunately. Oh, yeah. It was probably from a previous one and never changed. No, I think we have it, like, auto set up or somehow. I don't know. Yeah, when there is a giveaway, it normally tells what the giveaway is. Like, the last one was for our Core Ultra giveaway. And it used to talk about that when you put in ! giveaway, but... No, I don't think there's anything. You guys had a 285K 5070 Ti PC with the same AO, SSD, RAM. Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah. You're talking about the that Coral Tree giveaway. Ended 16 days ago. So ended New Year's. How do you do work for Zydettes? I mean, I show up here and then I build PCs, and then once a week I build the PCs on Twitch.com or Twitch.tv. I don't know. And then also on the Instagram it is streaming, but I don't think there's anyone watching on the Insta right now. But oh wait, you said how do you work for? Okay, sorry. Sorry, I completely misread your message. I work in computers, not literacy. But no, I don't know. I just found the listing. I can't even remember what it was on. I started using some really weird, like this one. I don't know. I remember it was like yellow theme, but I think there was also. I might have found my listing on Indeed. I'm not sure. I cannot remember. But that was just me, and I don't know if we have applications out right now or whatever, but I love working here, and I'll say that as I'm doing the one part I hate most about working here, which that is fan cable management in this very specific situation. I cannot get this cable to the other side. So okay, I'm gonna have to do my forbidden technique here, where I use a zip tie like a sewing needle to get it through. Which, I don't know if anyone else does that here. The zip tie sewing needle technique. I don't know if I've seen anyone else do it. Okay. There we go, finally. But yeah. Just gotta cut this cable here. And only 2 more fans to go. Honestly, the build should be done here soon. Within the next 25 minutes or so. If I continue on my slow pace of mostly focusing on chat. But let's see. Man, I can't believe that giveaway ended on New Year's. I feel like that was a more recent giveaway than 17-ish days ago, depending on where you want to count New Year's on the day, I guess. I never saw the announcement of the winter one, lol. I didn't know we had a winter one. Or maybe I did and I forgot. That actually sounds familiar. And now I have to slide this up. I actually only saw me being announced on the stream, no social media post or anything. Oh yeah, and I don't know how else they would announce it. Like, I don't know if they'd reach out to you, or what, or how that all works. I'm not really a media manager. I'm more of just a person who shows up at the live streams and enjoys computer. I am silly for silicon. Okay. I actually only saw the announcement of the winner. Oh wait. Oh, sorry. They did reach out to me, but I mean for people who entered and didn't make the stream. Yeah, that's weird. I don't know. Yeah. I think they'd reach out to people if they did not make the stream, but I don't know if we'd reroll. I don't know. I have no clue how that works. Okay. Please just... the Celeste group. There we go. If I wasn't in the stream when I won, it would have rerolled, yeah. Okay, huh. Yeah, that is a little bizarre. Well, I'm glad you're here. That's what makes me happy. You got your build. Okay, why? Why does this not want to slide in right? Oh, that's my fault. Never mind. I only can I English today? I only had a pre-built PC, but I've changed processor and GPU. Do you think I could build my own PC? I'm so good at I'm good at figuring stuff out, so I think I could. Yeah, I think most people could build a PC themselves. Like if you're a tinkerer, I totally recommend it. The reason I recommend pre-builds is for people who want like peace of mind or just want to buy a PC and not a project, you know. But if you do projects, yeah, no, I think that's yeah, no, then I'd totally recommend building your own if you want to. I mean, should I get the ASRock 9070 XT with the ASRock MOBO you love? The Taichi OCF? I don't recommend getting an ASRock board right now. They explode CPUs, especially the 9800X3D. It's a weird thing right now. ASRock doesn't know why. It's a weird thing. But, yeah, it's super bizarre. The 9070 XT Taichi, that wouldn't be a huge upgrade. It'd be kind of expensive. I have a 9070 XT Taichi, and I absolutely love it, but, I would recommend upgrading, because you already have a Steel Legends. I hath returned. Good to see you again. I love tinkering. That is always a good trait to have. Would you recommend a pre-built right now? Would recommending a pre-built right now be okay with the price of everything? I mean, yeah. Like, again, like, we don't sell... Like, sure, we sell PCs, but, like, the thing I'll always say we sell, more than anything else, is peace of mind. That you get a PC that works. But if you're willing to build a PC and learn for yourself and tinker, whatnot, then yeah, I mean, I'd recommend building your own PC, but, like, I just think it's kind of two different things. And that's my take on the whole pre-built thing. But... yeah, everything is so expensive. It's insane. What PC is this? Yeah, we got a 5090 Founders Edition in here, 285K, the equivalent of an i9, the Core Ultra 9 from Intel, 64 gigs of RAM, 8 terabytes of NVMe storage. Got this absolutely crazy beast of a power supply here, a 1650 watt power supply from ASRock. Their 1650 or Taichi 1650 titanium rating. Ignore the back cable management for now, by the way. I still have to manage it. Yeah, that's what's going on in here. Only thing I'm concerned about is what to do with all the wiring. Yeah, no, cable management, nightmare. For, like, first-time builders. Like, my cable management was ass for so long. It was so bad. Just buy a ton of zip ties. Cable management isn't super important if you're building for yourself. You can just make your cable management look to your own standard. But here at Zydax, we always try to make our cable management look as neat as possible. But building for yourself, yeah, it's not too bad. It's a nightmare if you have insane standards, though, which some people have, and I completely understand it. Damn, what a beefy boy. Yeah, dude. It's heavy. It's a big PC. It is indeed beefy. With a lot of gaming performance, but I'm 99% sure that this will be used more so for like video editing stuff. But again, I don't have a crystal ball, so I couldn't say for sure. Speaking of not having a crystal ball, I guess a crystal ball doesn't really make light, kind of. But I need more light. It's hard to tell all these million wires apart. Anything you recommend I do to the PC? Nah, man. I think your PC is like insane as it is. The only thing you ever might need to upgrade like anytime recently is like if you want more storage. But nah, man. I think your PC is pretty kitted out. You have 2 terabytes of storage, if I'm not mistaken. That's quite a bit. So you should be good. I mean, is there anything where you need to keep wiring out of, or any tips besides lots of zip ties? So, I mean, there are a lot of good cable management guides online. Nah, don't worry too much about the wiring. Just don't plug them in, like, in the wrong place, which is pretty hard to do. You have to practically force them to go in the wrong hole, like, which just don't do that. And also just keep the wires out of the fans is the only place they shouldn't be. Because wires and fans, kind of a bad thing, crazy story, but wiring isn't too bad in terms of, like, anything but making it look nice. Like, making it look nice is the only part that's, like, difficult in any way. But, nah. Didn't you just, win a piece? Yeah, exactly, it is. Yeah, he did. And I don't think he needs an upgrade anytime soon. Did I get an SSD or NVMe for more storage? NVMEs are SSDs. They're just a different form factor. But yeah, NVMe. You want to get an NVMe drive if you can. They're way faster. The other kind of SSD is SATA, which SATA is significantly slower than NVMe, and also not even cheaper. I just recommend NVMe if you can get your hands on one at a good price, but that's the only upgrade I think you'd need. Oh, I did, but I didn't really mean upgrades. I meant like download anything and such. I don't know. I don't think so. If you have Adrenaline, you should be already good to go. I mean, you can download, what was it? ASRock Tweak, GPU Tweak. I know there's Asus GPU Tweak, but ASRock has their own. I don't know. You can download like MSI Afterburner or whatever, and like learn overclocking on your graphics card. Like, just set the slider to like negative 80 millivolts, and then that should be pretty stable and get you a decent performance boost. You can also increase the power limit. But, let's see. I did, but I don't oh, wait, sorry, yeah, yeah. On. There's so many cables here. Almost done. Sweet. I might need to DM you because I do not trust myself well. Only thing with upgrading your okay. So one of the things I recommend with GPU overclocking, or like the reason I recommend GPU overclocking, is because NVIDIA and AMD lock down GPUs so much that it's pretty hard to damage them in any way. Because, yeah, they're just so locked down. But they still have some overclock settings, so it's a good place to learn and start. And the only real ways to remove those limits and, like, hurt the card require either a BIOS mod, which requires, like, flashing the BIOS, which for the 9070 XT, like, those VBIOSes are insanely hard to find. I cannot find one for my card, because it's a whole rabbit hole of... Yeah, it's a whole thing, but... yeah, just don't solder onto your GPU if you're afraid of breaking it. That's the only kind of overclocking you can really do that'll damage a GPU, but everything else is locked down pretty hard. But I don't know if there's any good way to DM me, because I don't really have any social media. And I feel like it'd be kind of weird to say my phone number on stream. Crazy story. So I don't know, but you can't really do much. Ron gets a program. Yes and no. There's not much you can do, Ron, with that program, but there are tools from like AMD, like their Ryzen Master software for like CPU overclocking. That one you can set the voltage in there, and that one, yeah, no, you can definitely kill your hardware completely with tools like XTU from Intel and Ryzen Master. If you increase the voltage too much, then yeah, you can damage your stuff in software, but not with like MSI Afterburner or anything. Understood. Yeah, don't do that. Yeah, I've soldered to a few GPUs personally because I love overclocking. Like, oh my god, like, it's mostly what I do with my PC is just tuning and tweaking every once in a while. I don't know. I just enjoy overclocking, but it is a very kind of stupid and dangerous. It's not super dangerous, but like soldering to my GPU is kind of silly. But I do enjoy that stuff. Okay, and then I'm gonna check the front side here, see if any cables look weird. Cables are looking good so far. I'm gonna remove the seal off the motherboard here. And then, okay, only the RGB is left. I'm surprised this cable management hasn't been more hectic or difficult. Time to go find the thing that adds VRAM to my GPU. JK, obviously. Yeah. Dude, that is one unfortunate thing with the 9070 XT. You can't upgrade the VRAM on it. Unless you want to get an entire new PCB, then desolder the entire GPU core, all your current VRAM, solder that onto a new PCB that's from the middle of China, and also, they don't even make those in China. They make only the 5080 and 4090 PCBs right now. And, yeah, you can't even add higher density modules than the 16 gigabit modules they use now. Which those are 2 gigabytes a module. And there's 8 modules, so funny coincidence, 16 gigabytes of VRAM from 16 gigabit modules, but yeah, no, and GDDR6 is like kind of end of life. They're not really developing it much anymore, so they're not even gonna make higher densities than 16 gigabit, so you can't really upgrade the VRAM on a 9070 XT unless you wanted to sandwich the VRAM with a custom PCB. But funny story, that is not really a thing you should do anyway, because AMD already released a version of the 9070 XT with sandwiched VRAM, and it's called the Radeon Pro 9700, and that has 32 gigs of VRAM, and it's just a 9070 XT. It just has workstation features and doesn't have really a very good cooler on it. It has a blower style cooler, so it's more meant for servers and whatnot. Like, it's a good cooler, but just absurdly loud because it is meant for servers. 16 gigabytes is plenty, to be honest. Depends on what you're doing. For gaming, yes, it is plenty. Yeah, I have a Lenovo pre-built, so I can't do SMP. Oh, yeah, I remember. You mentioned that a few streams ago, if I'm not mistaken. I know I probably should just change the MOBO and power supply since I have other newer parts. Yeah, no. I don't know. I don't think SMP is really worth that much effort, in my opinion. Like, I'd recommend just saving that money for a better entire new system in the future. Maybe not entire new system, like, maybe keep your GPU if you have a good one, but... yeah. But, yeah, I don't think SMP is really worth that much effort. Ah, come on. I want this RGB. Cooperate with me. Come on. Okay. I'm gonna just add a temporary zip tie here. Maybe it won't be. Maybe the zip tie will just work out. Nope, it won't. Okay. There we go. Add one more zip tie right here. And probably a few more, because of course it's not going to be just one more zip tie. I want to play Borderlands, lol. Yeah, your PC with a 9070 XT definitely can. Oh, should I run SMP? I don't think so, since you guys stress test. Oh, yeah, no. We already have SMP enabled on that system. Just check by doing Control-Shift-Escape, and then go over to the Performance tab, which on Windows 11 is like a little speedometer icon, and then go to the Memory tab, and then it should have the specs listed on the bottom, memory speed, and it should read 5400 megahertz. SMP I don't think can really hurt anything. Oh yeah, it can hurt stability sometimes, but in T-Top Strav's case, it would not matter. Like, his SMP would be stable. Yeah, Task Manager. I always just say Control-Shift-Escape, because, I don't know. That's what I always use for opening Task Manager, so... Sick, and the build is done with this absolute Eldritchian cable management because there's so many cables, but I got it as neat as I think it can be. And even then, it has a beautiful little door, which I think is kind of the intention for this case. And yeah, all the cables look great. Okay, sick. Oh, voice crack. Nah. Okay, yep, it says 5600 major transfers. Okay, sick, yeah, then it has SMPL on. Why is it 14.3 gigabytes of RAM cached? What do you mean? Like... Huh. Like cache, like... Does it only have... Does he have 32 gigs? So it was only like 22 of it available? Or nope, that'd be 18 gigs? Yeah, I can math. But I'll tell you what, the price of RAM is so ridiculous. Yeah, no, it's insane. What's amazing? Turn it on, turn it on. I like the green wiring. Yeah, no, it's pretty. Yeah, sure, I'll turn it on. It's kind of an interesting thing, specifically for this build, because it does have that semi-exotic power supply, so you have to use the cable it comes with. Which, we have one right here for standard power supplies, but sure, I'll turn it on for what we in the biz call funsies. Then, oh boy, I'm trying to figure out what cable goes where, so I don't unplug something important, you know. And that cable. Okay, it should be this cable. Let me make sure. Okay, yeah, I did not turn off the monitor. Yippee. Okay. Then. Okay. Don't want to spill my monster here. It'd be a big tragedy. And then, yep, you can see that the motherboard is all lighting up, which is a kind of cool feature. This board, it lights up if there's even power connected to it. But you can disable that. But PC is built. I don't have the Zydats logo on here. It came with the RON cap. It's a whole thing. So I'm gonna have to go back and grab a Zydats cap. Because, you know, it's just nice to have the Zydats brand instead of just this weird ball of RGB. Like it's in use. Oh, okay. Okay, yeah, that means you're just using 14 gigs of RAM on whatever programs you have open. Yeah, huh. Yeah, I don't know how operating system RAM management works. I'm not an OS or I guess or like software guy. I'm purely hardware. I don't know too much about software other than sometimes how it works with the hardware. Oh, that's cool. Internet browser. Well, that's it. Dude, browsers eat way too much RAM. It's insane. Okay, yeah, so that should be end of the stream. Let me just tie my shoe real fast. My favorite thing. Yeah, this was a very fun stream. It was wonderful to see you all tune in. Just gonna have to clean up in a sec here. Anyone got any last minute tech questions before I disappear animatically until next Friday till 3 p.m.? Thanks for the stream. Have a good weekend. You too, man. Alaska in the chat. Alaska? Have a good one. How much RAM does your PC have? I have 64 gigs I bought right before the boom. Like, literally like a couple weeks before. I'm super lucky. Best CPU for 9070 XT? Whichever one you can afford, but I mean, I personally would recommend either a 7800X 3D or if you can't afford it, a 9800X 3D. Absolutely ballin' CPUs that will not bottleneck that GPU. Ooh, the timing. Yeah, no, I'm super lucky to have gotten the RAM I did. Well, thank you all very much for attending. Y'all have an absolutely wonderful weekend and a wonderful rest of your day / night / morning / time zone equivalent. Don't mind me, I have to walk through here.